What is up, guys? Welcome to Reality Room Podcast with Paul
and Chris. Give you the latest on Big Brother Over the Top. We're going to be doing a cast analysis with all these people. Damn.
I know we have a really good. Well, you be the judge. We have a really okay,
I was a
good.
I was a little wary about this cast in the beginning, but then you watch their videos, you get a good feel about them, and they seem very different.
They grew on me. I have to say, I looked at them at first and I was like, but that's what I'm like with every cast. Look at every cast and I'm like, are these really Big Brother contestants?
Yeah.
But
I knew this was probably gonna happen when they did Over the Top. They weren't gonna pick stereotypes. They were gonna pick actually normal human beings.
I'm so happy they did that.
I like that. Yeah.
And people are complaining about
that now. No one can complain anymore, guys. Can't.
Now people are complaining about the other way, which
doesn't make sense. Well, then get ready for Big Brother 19. You gotta have to wait another year.
Yeah, exactly. Get ready for Big Brother 19, and then you can get the stereotypes again.
Yeah.
But
so you want to talk? Let's talk about these people.
Yeah, let's talk about these people.
Let's talk about Kryssie Ridolfi. Not gonna be good with last names. Just be
Kryssie Ridolfi. I think it's Kryssie Ridolfi. That sounds about right.
All right. So she's 31 years old. She's from Illinois. She's a waitress. She has a band called Evil Engine. She's hilarious, manipulative. She likes Casey Turner from season 11 as well as Jesse. And if she wanted to bring one thing into the house, she would bring a notebook. Now, I kind of got a Jen City type of feel from her.
I got a Paul vibe from her.
Really?
Yeah, I did. And she says she's hilarious or whatever. She's funny. Yeah. She seems real.
Yeah.
She has a band.
Yeah.
I mean, they're very similar, but I can see Jen City too.
Yeah, I can.
One or the other.
Yeah.
And they're complete opposites.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man, that's crazy.
She seems like the villain. She seems like she's bringing up that villainous type of persona, but we've seen from last season that might actually be not so bad of an idea.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind villains, though, even if she is one.
I think she'll get along with the guys more than the girls.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
I think that's fair. So. You want to go on to the next one? Or
anything else we want to say about her? Do you think she'll be the first 5 people out, you think? Or
I don't think so. I think she'll either be the first one out or she'll make it pretty far, because that's what people with her personality types normally do.
Yeah.
And I don't know if she's Jen City and she starts as loudmouth and quiets up, or she'll be like Paul and just keeps going. Yeah. We'll find out rather quickly. She is a waitress, though.
Yeah. So, number 2, we have Scott Dennis. He's from Maine. Mm-hmm. He's 24 years old, a debt collector, plays tennis, chess, poker, doesn't like when people over-exaggerate, and he wants to form a 3-person alliance and stay positive.
So what's interesting...
And this is his 5th season applying.
Yeah, he applied for a long time, and he's, at first glance, he looks like the stereotypical nerd type, like Steve,
Joel,
Ian, and, we've seen this type in Big Brother before, but apparently he brings a different spin to the table.
Yeah. In
his video, he was talking about him being a debt collector and how he actually has to deal a lot with confrontational people.
Yeah.
And he says that he's actually pretty good at that. He says people will be surprising. What do you think?
Yeah, I think he'll do pretty good with the people. I mean, he is, like you said, very trained at dealing with confrontational people.
Yeah, of course.
I am a little nervous how his relationship will be with the guys.
Yeah, I am too. But there's not a lot of big muscly guys.
Especially if Jason is coming back.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah, Jason.
You know what I'm getting that feeling of? Because Steve kind of fucked over Jason.
Well, I mean, Josea's coming back, not Jason.
Well, we're going to talk about Jason and Jozea after this. But,
Jason's coming back.
I feel like he needs to win an HOH.
That's what he wants. He wants to win comps.
I think it's smart for him to win comps.
Yeah, if he goes in winning comps, people aren't going to see him.
People are going to see him differently, and they're going to want to form something with him, something solid, and they're not going to fuck him over.
Yeah, and that's probably what he's hoping for too. Okay. All right, so the next one.
I also want to say 5th season applying, finally getting on the show. That's pretty impressive.
I mean, that makes you feel good.
Yeah, it makes you feel good about all those people that apply for the show. They don't get on, and then
Yeah, I mean, the good thing about Big Brother Over the Top is, from what I've seen, there's a lot of super fans.
Yeah, there's a lot of super fans, no stereotypes.
And this is what we've been waiting for in a season for a long time, because seeing real people play, you can relate to them more.
Yeah.
And I feel like this is going to be an interesting season. Although
they don't seem like intimidating people.
Although all the girls are still stereotypically beautiful, that's one thing they did. But the guys all look very diverse.
Yeah. All right, so let's talk about the next person we got. This one was one of my favorites. Danielle Lickey, I think.
I think it's Lickey or Likey.
Likey. She's 23 years old. She's a preschool teacher from California.
Preschool teacher Zakia.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people are going to make that comparison, but we hope she plays better than her.
She's competitive, sarcastic, and she's a leader. She has a son and wants to dominate competitions. I have a good feeling about her.
Okay.
I feel like her social game will be very well. She's not going to be the first boot out.
Mm-hmm.
And if she's really good at competitions, she will be able to make deals with people, and yeah, I don't see her going out anytime soon. I just kind of get that first impression vibe from her.
We'll see how strong she goes in the beginning, because if she does go strong, then perhaps if she does go too strong too early, she could be a big threat. Remember Levita back in Big Brother Canada 4, correct?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And she was a big threat early on as well.
Okay, yeah. So that's Danielle Lickey.
All right, so let's jump into our next house guest, and this guy's a pretty interesting fella.
Chris, we have Michael Cornbread. He's 41 years old. He's from...
that's his nickname. I thought that was his real name.
Where's he from?
Where is he?
Georgia?
Hold on. Yeah, he's from Georgia.
Augusta,
Georgia.
He's a tree removal... He works at a tree removal company, and he's the life of the party, and he has a girlfriend.
Good for him. And he reminds me a lot of Donnie from season 16, and ironically, that's also his favorite house guest. So, I mean, what do you think about him?
He reminds me of a combination of Judd and Chicken George combined together.
Like facial structure?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
He says he's giving it life of the party. I don't see him winning the game, to be honest. Maybe like America's favorite or whatever, how that works, but...
we'll see how his personality relays to...
Because we've always had this conversation with older people, like, going into the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't really do that well because they stand out from the rest of the people. But this is a different cast, so we will see how that works.
Exactly. A lot of older people are either taken out early or taken really far just because they can beat them. Yeah. So we'll see how that works with Cornbread. So jump into our next house guest.
Next we got Morgan Willett. This is one of the sisters. She's 22 years old. She's from Granbury, Texas. She's a publicist. She's sassy, honest, and talkative, and her strategy is to charm people.
Yeah, I actually, when it opened up in her video, I wasn't digging her, but by the end of it, I was actually kind of digging her. She was like saying things about, she was saying things like girl alliances don't work, and I was like, yes, finally. Mm-hmm. Finally, the girls get it that girl alliances don't work. And maybe we won't have like a feminist jury this time that's fucking ruins it. Nah, I don't want to get too into BB-18 here. Yeah. But what do you think about her?
Yeah, what her sister though, I don't know exactly how she'll do. If she can hide the fact that that's her sister, then yeah. Yeah. But they have to hide it. Hopefully it's not one of those things where it's like, oh, well, they're sisters, guys, yeah.
And they play as one.
They're not going to play as one. I don't believe that.
I mean, BB Can 4 put a big target on siblings when the Paquettes both won the game. So I think they're going to be split up very quickly. One of the two, and we'll get to Alex, I assume, probably next, right?
No, there's another person before that.
Oh, we'll get to Alex later, but regarding more, I think they'll be split up early, and it is a shame. But one of them will get far, and one of them will probably get out early. Yeah, it's just the way.
So the next person we have is Justin Duncan. He's 27 years old from New Orleans, Louisiana. He's a seafood restaurant owner. Yeah. Likes to fish, sculptor, and write.
Yeah, he also likes ladies. I think he made that pretty clear.
Yeah, he made that very clear in his video.
I thought it was a little odd.
Yeah, he's a very odd character, him.
But odd characters are good for Big Brother, and you know, maybe he'll.
He doesn't seem intimidating. Doesn't seem like a threat in the slightest bit. So I think he will probably make it a jury, if I had to guess.
He had some singing parts in there. I'm not sure because of the live feeds if he'll be allowed to sing. I don't know. So he might have some trouble actually because he sang.
Well, he knows how to cook, so that's good for the house. That'll be his strong suit.
Yeah, and we'll see if that. He says it's like, yeah, I'll cook and they'll want to keep me. I'm like, boy, I heard that line before.
Yeah, right.
Heard that line so many times.
So our next person that we have is Alex Willett. He is 25 years old. He's from Granbury, Texas. Wow, I said he.
Yeah, I know you said he. I was like, what?
She's the so Alex Willett. She's the other sister. She's 25 years old from Texas. She's an animation designer, and her strategy is to connect with people on different layers. I actually like the way she mapped it out in her head and how each layer worked.
Go ahead.
Pretty impressive. I don't remember the layers in its entirety, but it was something about like
it was
layer
1. I have it down right here. 1 to 2 people I 90% deeply trust, who I can talk crazy strategy with. Layer 2, 4 to 5 people I vibe with, manipulate to make things work, and level 3, the crazies, people I don't like, and the main targets. So it's actually pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she's actually a really good strategist. I liked Alex. I thought you would like Alex probably.
I do like Alex, yeah. I just don't know how, again, with the whole sister thing, it might be a problem, but
I agree.
I think she's someone that can make it far, and she can, yeah. I like the fact that she's an animation designer.
Yeah, I mean, with the sisters, I was like, why do they have so many blondes this season?
Yeah.
I feel like they had one too many, and now I know why, because they were sisters. Mm-hmm. The Willett sisters. Yeah. And we'll see how they do. And I'm actually
I'm rooting for her, too. I have good vibes about Alex.
I'm rooting for Alex more than Morgan, at least at this point. We'll see how they present themselves in the house.
It's like Liz and Julia. Like, which one do you root for more?
I like Julia better.
Yeah.
Because she was in
We'll see which one's in the showmance.
They are blonde. We always predict the blondes get in showmances.
Yep. So we got Monte.
Yes, Monte.
He's 25 years old from Mississippi. He's an engineer associate. It's a he, right?
Yeah, it's a he. And he's leader, strong guy. He's like...
Wants to play dumb.
Yeah, wants to play dumb. I thought that was smart. He also wants to be really close with everyone in the house. I think he'll be able to build good social connections.
Yeah, I think so too. Kind of have what was it? Caleb vibe.
Yeah, kind of a Caleb vibe. Because he wants to win competitions and bring like a...
He made that very clear that he wants to win comps, so...
Yeah. He likes season 12, Hayden, and Enzo, so... Well, he did not like Enzo, but he liked Hayden because he won a lot of competitions. Maybe he's like a brigade guy. Maybe he wants to make a big...
I don't think he's going to have a brigade. There's not enough muscular people this season.
Yeah, I agree with you there. But, actually, I mean...
I don't know how the guy thing's going to work out.
It could happen.
But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
So we got number 9. We have Neeley Jackson. She's 33 years old. She's from Fort Worth, Texas. She's a sales associate.
And she's a diva. And not the Overwatch character for any of you video game players out there. But she looks interesting, like very unique.
She reminds me of like another separate type of Devon persona.
Perhaps.
But it's different.
She likes big fashionista type of girl. Yeah. Sales associate. I mean, she's probably good at talking if she's a sales associate. She likes working out, shopping, going to the movies. She seems like a typical girly girl.
And she wants to flirt with guys.
She wants a showmance.
Yeah.
Good for her. I mean, and she's got a big booty apparently.
Yeah. Talking about that booty.
They didn't show no booty in the video, but it is what it is. All right.
I don't know how I feel about her. I guess she'll make it far. We'll see. Who knows?
We'll see. I mean, it's always complicated.
I don't think she'll be the first boot though. That'd be weird.
Nah, not at all.
So our next person we have is Shane Chapman.
Yes, Shane.
24 years old from North Carolina.
Yep.
Roofer. Mentioned Vanessa. Mentioned Austin. And this is the guy with the hair, right?
Yeah, with the long hair. He gives me Austin vibes so much.
He reminds me of Colin O'Donoghue from Once Upon a Time.
If he gets...
With the hair.
If he gets into a showmance with either Alex or Morgan, I'm going to be like, well, here we go. BB-17 all over again.
And Jason will be in the house, too.
Oh, my God. It's be so funny.
What the fucking Steve guy.
Jason's going to walk in the house, see him, and boot him first.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because he wants to be in showmance, right?
His strategy is to be friends with everyone. Find a person he can trust and slowly take people out.
But he's self-aware about Vanessa and Austin, so I mean...
Yeah, I mean, he is a fan. We'll say that much. I don't know how far he'll get, though, because I don't know. I'm just not feeling that he'll get far.
We'll see. I think he'll be okay.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope so.
I honestly don't know well, we'll talk about that later. I think I have a good first boot.
All right.
So we have Shelby Stockton, 24 years old, from Fountain Heights, Arizona.
She's the girl with the weird laugh.
Yeah, she's the one with the weird laugh.
She's the lawyer, and she says
law school graduate, wants to avoid alliances.
She wants to dump herself down, she says, because she's a lawyer, she's very smart. She says she basically works on manipulating, things and whatnot, politics and all that jazz.
I don't see her making it far, though.
I don't know. You see... She says she's a loudmouth, and that's a problem. So I agree with you.
Yeah,
but she could pull off something like a Cassandra.
But the problem is she doesn't want to be. She wants to avoid alliances. So it's like, what does she want to do?
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be odd. I don't think, to be honest, I think she'll probably end up in one anyway. I can see her pulling a Cassandra and by Cassandra I mean either getting out week 2 or make it to like the final 5 or 4. I can see it either way with her. What do you think?
Yeah, 100% agree. I don't know how I feel about her. The laugh thing might be a little annoying for some of the people in the house, but we'll see how...
I think next house guest has annoying...
Yeah, Whitney Hogg, 21 years old, medical assistant. She doesn't want to be in a showman's.
I think she has a boyfriend.
Right, exactly. That's why. Because
she's southernly, bubbly, and passionate. I do kind of like her. I think I'll grow on the voice, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not from the South, so we're not used to people with those kind of voices. But
I feel like Shelby and Whitney are going to be together.
It's possible.
They have to be.
That'd be
because
cool.
They seem like two people that are a little on the outs.
Yeah, that's probably true. Medical assistant, so another Nicole, because Nicole's a nurse, medical assistant. I hope people don't take that vibe in with them in the house. She says her favorite house... She's a super fan, by the way. Yeah. She says her favorite house guest is Janelle. So, and she actually doesn't like Amanda Zuckerman.
I like Amanda.
I don't like Amanda. But, if she goes in there and, like, competes really hard, I think she'll do pretty good. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
She's a likable person. I feel like she has a likable personality. All right, so
let's talk about Jozea and Jason. So what do you want to talk about first?
Well, all the signs on Twitter point to Jason coming in.
Yeah, I think Jason would be a better fit than Jozea.
I'm a little disappointed because I wanted to see Jozea, but for entertainment purposes. Because Jozea is so entertaining.
But knowing that these females are like very strong females, or at least like they seem like they can pull together, I wouldn't mind Jason coming into the house.
You need that gay glue to keep the girls together.
Here's the thing I'm a little confused about. So there's 7 right now, not counting Jason and not counting Jozea.
Yep.
7 girls and 5 guys.
There might be another guy coming in. Who knows? Maybe it'll be someone from BB-18. Maybe
are they going to... Is it going to be another twist thing? I don't know.
It'll probably be another twist thing. Or they have the sisters play as one. And that's counts as one girl.
Yeah, but that'd still be like an odd thing, though.
But then it would technically be 6 girls and 6 guys. So I don't know what they're doing, but those are possibilities. Let us know what you think down below, because it's looking really woo.
So what? There's only 12 players. Then there's only 12 or 13 players. It's gonna be a short season then.
Yeah, I think that's what they want because they realize how fans have been feeling about.
Do we know how long it's gonna be? 2 months, maybe.
2 months.
Probably. It's gonna be a short
60. 70
yeah, because we're gonna have 2 doubles
max.
again, and.
All right, so let's talk about. Let's talk about first boot. First.
So I said the first boot was probably going to be either Shelby.
Oh wow!
Or Whitney.
I actually agree with that. That's just the first time I've ever agreed with.
Yeah, Shelby or Whitney.
Yeah, I think it's going to be Shelby or Whitney. Those are 2 exact. Oh wow.
Yeah.
I feel like I want to change my answer now.
No.
Okay, so
I don't feel like they're going to win the comps. It's going to be one of the guys are going to win the comp. They're going to take them out.
I'll pick a guy for the first boot. I'll pick a guy and a girl just to even it out. I'll pick Justin and I think Whitney.
Justin? You think Justin's gonna leave?
I think he could.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Out of the guys, I think so. It's either gonna be him or Scott, but I think Justin a little more.
I can't really tell. Like other than the 2 girls that I said, Shelby and Whitney, I don't really know who else would leave, to be honest. And I don't. Yeah. I guess we all would think that Monte would win the game, or Scott would win the game. But I have a good feeling about Danielle. I have a really good feeling about Danielle.
Yeah, you did say that.
I was close last season with Paul, and I'm going to say this again. I think Danielle will win it.
So
hopefully don't get in second place and lose by a 5-4 vote.
So I didn't know they were sisters at the time when I made my prediction, unfortunately. So I'm not sure if this is going to pan out, but I actually think that Alex is going to make it far, and Alex is going to win the game.
Okay.
And that's who I want to win, because I actually watched the video. I was like, she seems pretty cool. And
she's a strategist.
Yeah, and she's a strategist. She looks cool. Wearing her hat and stuff. Yeah. Chris loves his hats too. See? It's going on right now. Hey!
All right, so let's talk about... So Jason comes back into the game. How is that going to work, though? Is he going to...
I mean, if Jason goes back into the game, it's going to be very hard for him, I feel, because Vets took over BB-18, but we'll see how that pans out.
Yeah.
But we'll be covering live feeds, and we'll be covering the episode on Wednesday sometime this week.
Yep.
So this has been Reality Room Podcast.
Episode 41, covering Big Brother Over the Top cast analysis. Really quick, rally news. The only really news I have is that Paulie is having a meet and greet in I Play America on October 4th. If you want to pay $60, go in, go meet Paulie, and then leave. Then
fuck him.
And then there you go. Other than that, Sequester 5.0 is still casting. Get those applications in if you want to play the same game that Tiffany was on, and have fun. And yeah, that's all I have to do. Until next time, guys. Peace.